Whoa, they're so minuscule.
This is 3. Did you broaden your?
It's ours one.
And then, can I push it off the edge just a little? And then Jericho's is yours.
Empty river, empty river.
Ah, there you go. And then yours must be the other side. Okay, so everyone else gather around. Can you guys bring your journals? Bring your journals and just something to write with.
Ah!
Did that work right? Ah, perfect. Yes.
Let's mention.
Okay, you just leave it in class. I'm going to tell you that.
Why do these rivers have no
Can you just
water?
jot some notes on a different notebook today?
Okay.
Okay, so gather around. Some people could be in chairs, some people could stand behind. First off, the people who brought up their sheets, can we just go through and kind of explain your rationale for creating this village that supports human well-being? So, is that you first, Nina?
Yeah.
Yep. Can you explain your thinking?
So, keep people active. We've made a bridge, but you have to pay. But you can take kayaks and they're free, and so you can cross the border. So it encourages people to be active. And then we have a castle where people can talk to each other and socialize. Well, we have a golf course, and then we have solar panels here for electricity. And then we have a supermarket, a bank, and a business corporation called SM. And here we have a public garden, so
like in the happy video, the
Co-housing, co-housing communities, I think they're called.
yeah, and then these are just regular houses, and that's where people can play sports, like play around. And here is a field where people can meet. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, well, we wanted to design a space where people could get together and throw parties and stuff, and we didn't think a building would be sufficient enough, so we decided it should be a field.
It's a field, sometimes we call that a mall, not like a shopping mall, but a great green space.
What I was thinking is here it would probably help traffic, because not a whole bunch of people would be on this side, but.
Whose is this?
Oh, ours.
Go ahead, Joe.
For Be Active, we incorporated all these sports centers. So there's football, a track, and a basketball court. They also serve as places to connect and be social. Being social and keep learning occur in the schools. So we have up to 3 different schools, I believe.
And happiness in your own village, but we have some work to go before the city together supports human happiness, right? It supports human well-being. Okay. Anyone else want to add something that wasn't mentioned? Observation, yeah.
Like the
Sorry,
hospital.
Marley, you're too far away.
The hospital has no way to get. You have to walk there and if you're giving birth, you're never gonna make it.
That's a good point because we can use electric cars here. Only bikes here? Public transport. So I gotta. If I'm here, I gotta ride a bike with my pregnant wife. Right? We gotta board the bus.
No, we have a
hospital here.
And a hospital here.
Okay, so
Everyone had a hospital!
we also, speaking of economics, we might be dedicating a few too many of our resources to hospitals.
Well, since I didn't know what was going on, and then he said start, and everyone, you started in a pack, and then you started spreading out, and it looked like you were playing some demented version of tag, because people were, trying to get towards each other, but then they were, magnets, the north and the north, and they, split up, and I was like, wait, what the heck is going on? And then at the end,
chaotic.
yeah, and then at the end you were all spread out, and you said stuff, and I was like, I can't figure out what the goal of the game was.
And Tommy, did you
I just saw people I didn't know what they were doing because they all started. So I could hear you a little bit. I thought they were just supposed to find one person, but so they started going, and then everybody's going that way and that way and that way, and I didn't know what they were doing. So So.
Did anyone see any symbolism between that game and what we did with our River City activity? Sana?
Well, because you told Marley to go anywhere she wants, so there's like, so that controlled everything. So the people who were focusing on Marley had to move, and then the people who were focusing on, so it's all interconnected. So it's like the whole city, which is like all interconnected. So if one thing happens, it affects the other thing.
Right. If one road doesn't have an outlet, then it screws up traffic for the entire city. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and like everybody started alone, and also when we made our things, we made them alone. So then suddenly when you try to put them together, even if we're all trying to like make it a happy place, or like all make the triangle, even if you're like trying to make a triangle with the same people, like it didn't really work out that well.
And you know what you guys are starting to do? You're starting, I can tell already, you're starting to think like systems thinkers, right? If we want to solve big problems, they're reliant on many different systems. Think about poverty, right? What other systems are involved with just that concept of poverty? Like I could solve poverty for like one kid, right? But if I want to solve the problem on a big scale, what systems are interconnecting, as Sana said, to contribute to the problem of poverty?
Okay, so let's talk about like something about like money, income, and economy. So if Marley was like part of the system and everyone was working together to get more money, and example Marley was the stocks and they went down, everything would be affected.
There's a ripple effect.
Yeah, if Marley was the stock market and she was to like fall down, and like all the stocks went down and everyone bought stocks, then like everyone would be poor again. So
okay, so the stock market's affected.
Impossible.
If the stock market crashes, for example, there'll be a lot of unemployment. More people.
So it would be like impossible to get make it
to have people
equal.
come out of poverty.
Like you can't make anything perfect.
It's like connected because on each page, for each group, we were trying to reach our goals, and that's what you were trying to do out there. But then when you put it all together, it just doesn't work out because you all have like different goals, and so you can't all reach them at once.
So even though you guys were really focused on making a happy village, when we put it together, it's not a very happy city, right? Because we haven't thought about how our happiness impacts someone else's happiness.
Oh, yeah, I want to connect it like, it's like two different people want different things. So some people's trying to follow that person, and they're trying to follow that person, but they're trying to go other ways. So if one person wants to do something in their village, but it doesn't work in the other ones, then it's all chaos. And so we're not communicating well, so it's chaos. It's kind of like Scotland and but not to offend anyone. Not to offend anyone.
What are you trying to say?
Just like people want different things, and so this could affect the pound, or it can affect the UK.
So whether or not Scotland,
It's fantastic example.
Scotland has independence, that's going to impact our currency system. It's going to impact the governing system within the United Kingdom.